All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bo Fogle here, cutting into our YouTube and our 24/7 channel, giving you your afternoon update on the forecast. Not much has changed since the past few hours, but just kind of give you an update as we are tracking a chance of snow and another Arctic blast to finish off the work week. So, we're going to jump right into this. Not going to take terribly long, just because, like I said, there hasn't been any new updates compared to, well, I mean, relatively new updates in the past couple of hours. But just kind of giving you your forecast for the rest of today, and then focusing on the forecast for the rest of the work week. So today we're seeing temperatures warming up gradually. Still expected to reach up into the mid 20s for highs today, with plenty of sunshine. Overall, a decent day, still below average. We're supposed to see highs in the lower 30s, but it could be a lot worse. We have been recovering gradually, and we'll continue on doing that over the next day or so. The winds have started to calm down, and so they'll continue on calming down throughout the afternoon, which is going to help temperatures warm up. The breezy winds is the reason why we are gradually warming up right now, but once the winds calm down, then we can really start warming up into the mid 20s. And then tonight, the winds will continue on staying calm, so shouldn't be an issue. Winds should not be an issue for much longer. Wind chills are a little nippy out there. I'm still seeing wind chills in the single digits, but I still think we could definitely reach the teens by later on this afternoon once those winds calm down. The winds are the reason why the wind chills are kind of cold outside. So, but once those winds calm down, it'll get a lot better. And then tomorrow is going to be a nice day. Tomorrow, the winds are gonna be calm. It's gonna be mostly sunny, and temperatures are gonna be in the mid 30s, which is actually average this time of year. 34 degrees is actually the average high for this time of year for the metro. Unfortunately, it is going to be short-lived because another cold front will be coming in Wednesday night into Thursday morning, bringing us our next chance of snow, and it's going to decrease our temperatures again. So, unfortunately, the average temperatures are not going to last very long. So, focusing on tomorrow real quick before we dive into those snow chances, highs are going to be in the mid-30s with plenty of sunshine. Winds are going to be calm. During the morning hours, the wind chills shouldn't be too far off from the temperature. So I'm thinking wind chills will likely be in the single digits. The coldest it may get will be around 0. And then by the afternoon, the wind chills and the actual temperatures are going to be very similar, just because those winds are going to be calm. And so, you see here on the wind chill forecast, it'll be in the uncomfortable category, but this is actually going to be quite normal for this time of year. Like I say, we shouldn't be too far off from the actual temperatures. And then the hour-by-hour timeline of the snow is still looking the same compared to a couple of hours ago. It's still looking like it's going to mainly come in early Thursday morning and then continue off and on throughout Thursday afternoon. So your morning commute, I think, will be fine. I think it's the evening commute is where you could see some slippery spots, especially if we get that dusting of snow, which is possible. We definitely could see a dusting of snow by the evening commute. But we're not expecting this to be a big system. We'll see the snow flurries continue into Thursday night, into early Friday morning. But the majority of the snowfall looks to be by late morning into the early afternoon. That looks like it's going to be the best chance for the metro. But because this is a weak system, I'm not expecting a lot of hazards. But as I mentioned, a dusting is possible. With the dusting possible, that definitely could create some slippery spots. The last snow chance we had, we did get a dusting, and I did hear about several crashes from the dusting of snow. So just a reminder, same kind of thing. Thursday will be very similar, where light dusting of snow could cause some slippery spots, and some people are a little reckless and can crash even with a dusting of snow. Now we're getting to the point of the season where we're starting to get behind in terms of average snowfall. At this time of year, at this point, at this date, we're supposed to see around 14 inches of snow. That's the average. And we only have 6 inches of snow here in Omaha. Then 13 inches is the average snowfall by this time of year. And then Lincoln's only seen about 7. So we're getting to a point where we're falling behind in terms of snowfall. But, we had this similar trend last year, and February and March was a mess, and we caught up. So I hope that doesn't happen again this year. But this winter season is kind of trending like it was last year, where we fell behind, and then it all came at the same time in February and mainly March. Looking at this weekend, Friday, once that snow is done, it's going to be cold. Temperatures are only going to reach the teens, and the wind chills are going to be below zero again. So Friday is going to be a very cold day. And then Saturday is going to be similar to what we're seeing right now, with mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the 20s. And then Sunday, it's going to be average in the mid 30s, but it's going to be breezy, and we're going to see another chance of snow. So we really kind of don't get a break, and we're not really going to get a break from the cold air or the snow until the start of February, which is on Sunday. So Sunday, we're going to start seeing a break from this Arctic air with those snow flurries possible. And then after that, it looks like models are showing we're going to be in the 40s. Focusing on the wind chills for Friday, we can see wind chills as cold as 10 below by Friday morning. So it's going to be another morning where you're going to have to bundle yourself up, bundle up the kids, give your car a couple of extra minutes to warm up. It's just going to be a chilly start to the day. By the afternoon, wind chills will only be in the single digits. And then a quick look at your 10-day forecast. After Saturday, we get a lot better. So for the rest of the work week and the rest of January, it looks to be colder than average besides Wednesday. And then we have that snow chance on Thursday, a light dusting possible. But look at the first part of February. Groundhog Day is looking awesome. I mean, mostly sunny skies and temperatures at 40 degrees. That sounds so nice right now. We're at the point in winter where 40s sound amazing. And it looks like Monday through the rest of that work week, the first week of February, it looks like it's going to stay around in the lower 40s. Thursday, it's at 48 right now, but I mean, remember, that's 10 days away. So, I mean, we probably are going to adjust that temperature a little bit, but it's trending warmer into the mid 40s. So, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, folks. We don't have to deal with the Arctic air much longer. It's just going to have to be the rest of January. Once we start February, things get a lot better. So, I mean, and I'm hoping the groundhog sees a shadow and that maybe it will give us some good signs. Now, again, you take it with a grain of salt. I mean, you know, it's just kind of a little fun tradition. But hopefully the groundhog is right in that if it sees the shadows and we only have 6 weeks left of winter, hopefully that's true and that plays out, because I think, for myself anyways, I'm kind of already sick of winter. I'm sick of the cold. I'm ready for some warmer temperatures. So looks like the first part of February is going to be like that. So just have to deal with the rest of January being cold, and then February is looking more promising. So that's all the updates I have right now. Not much different than earlier. I will be doing the 3 o'clock show, and then meteorologist Jade Steffens will be here for the rest of the evening to bring you those updates about the snow and that Arctic blast. So again, I'm still glad we did not get that winter storm. You know, I have a lot of people, I know a lot of people were impacted by that storm, and I'm just so glad that we did not get the brunt of that storm. So hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the sunshine and get ready for some warmer temperatures coming our way.